And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Caravel Academy. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, and Big Ed Halliday along with you. Jason, our first softball game of the season. And it's getting a little chilly out, but it's a nice day, and should be a good game tonight. Caravel Academy takes on the Red Lions non-conference softball, and we're used to Caravel having a powerhouse team, and we'll see how they do tonight against the Lions.
Yeah, it is a good early season matchup here. Both teams are, very, Red Lions 1-1 and Caravel's 3-0. So
a busy week for you here on 302 Sports. Of course, we had the National Guard, the Army National Guard game of the week last night, lacrosse from DE Turf Complex in Frederica. That was a great game. Milford and Lake Forest lacrosse are open for another good one tonight. And weather permitting, the rest of the week, we may have soccer tomorrow, and keep your eyes open for Saturday. But tonight is softball from Caravel Academy. The Bucks have been state champions multiple times. Not last year, it was Smyrna, but Caravel looking to get back on top of the mountain this year. Led by the senior pitcher, Savannah Sheets, who is going tonight after a game. She took off the last game, but she's back on the, well, it's not really a hill, she's back in the circle tonight. Caravel also a very veteran team. A lot of seniors. Bree Bryant, the shortstop, you'll see her leading off.
Yeah, and she's got speed.
Natalie Paoli playing third base. Mackenzie Brown in the outfield. Maddie Barris, your catcher. And Courtney Brobst. It's a lot of seniors. Brobst actually a third baseman, and Nat Paoli is the shortstop. So Bree Bryant is actually at second base. A little switching people around in the infield this year. Look at the Red Lion roster. It's not very big, 13 total players. When you're a player, that's awesome because you know you're going to be getting into the games. No seniors on the roster. They have a couple of juniors. Courtney Palantonio and Caroline Palantonio played for the Carpenter Cup team last year up in Philadelphia. Had a chance to go up and watch a game in South Philly with the Palantonios, and also Morgan Mendick, who we know from volleyball, over at Red Lion. They are the juniors, a lot of 8th graders and freshmen on this team. It's a young Lions team, and they got their work cut out for them tonight, but that's why we play the game. Temperatures were up around 70 today, I imagine 65, 70. Now it's dipping a little bit as the sun goes down. Busy night here at Caravel. We have JV baseball, and there's a girls lacrosse game over there. We got a youth baseball practice, but our focus straight ahead on softball, and we're underway. Courtney Sheets pitching to Peyton Pusey, the center fielder, and strike one called on Pusey.
And we can hear that strike call out here. I like that.
It's like Dutch rendered in there.
Yeah.
Sheets throws a lot of strikes, so imagine the bats will be swinging tonight. That ball inside, 1-1. Our thanks to the good folks here at Caravel, Athletic Director Bill Perdue, and all the folks at the concession stand taking care of us, and we love coming down here. Just getting here, once we're here, it's awesome. They're doing some work out there on 72. It's going to make things easier. That's what they tell us once they get it widened.
It seemed like it was easier today to get down here on 72, but I must have called it at a good time.
Line drive into left field. That's a foul ball. Evens the count at 2-2. I was over at St. Mark's earlier today watching a pretty good baseball game. St. Mark's and Appoquinimink. It was 5-2 Appo, and going to the bottom of the 6th when I left. And of course, Jason ran into a car accident on Kirkwood Highway.
There's a shocker.
Did not involve me, so we're good, and managed to get around that one lane and then hit every red light on Kirkwood Highway. Another foul ball from Pusey, not Palantonio. Count remains 2-2.
A good at bat here by her, fouling some pitches off. Make her throw some pitches.
Imagine my hood's going to be going on at some point tonight. 2-2 pitch, just underway. That is a ball, maybe a little low. And it's a full count. After I told everybody that Sheets throw strikes, but it's the first pitcher, the first player of the game, first batter.
Yeah, and she spoiled off a couple pitches.
Even Aaron Nola walked some players on opening day. And there's called strike 3. for the first out.
Good pitch right on the inside corner, according to the umpire. There we go. We get the first out.
That'll bring up the designated player, Morgan Liskey, number 7. We mentioned how young this team is. Pussy, freshman Liskey, an 8th grader. Fouls it right toward the red line dugout. So if you're a young player looking for an opportunity, you might want to check out Red Lion. You youngins out there looking at high schools. Looks like they might be one of the youngest teams in the state. Didn't have pretty good athletic teams over there at Red Lion, though.
Yeah, they do. Like I said, their only loss was to Newark Charter, another good softball team. 1-0. A good pitcher's duel.
That pitch is outside. It's 2-1. We can set that defense for you when we get a chance. I mentioned Sheets is pitching. That's Maddie Barris doing the catching, a new catcher this year. Swing, that ball's fouled straight down. And here's the rest of the Caravel defense. Gia Iannone at first base. We mentioned Bree Bryant at second, Natalie Paoli at shortstop, Courtney Brops at third. And we will set the outfield in 1 second here for you after this 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss. Strikeout number 2. First one swinging for Savannah Sheets, and that is the second out. That'll bring up Liv Marinucci, the catcher. Number 99. Oh, she's a wild thing.
There you go. 99, like you said.
In the outfield for Caravel, Michaela Walsh in left field. It's Veronica Diamede in center field, and Mackenzie Brown right here in front of us in right field. The designated player is Brooke Holdsworth. There's a shot in the center field. Diving attempt not made in center field, and that's going to put Marinucci on to first base. That was a great attempt by the center fielder Diamede, but she just couldn't get there, and we're going to score a single.
Yeah, I mean, she dives. It looked like she had some of the ladder on, and then as she hit the ground, looked like it popped out. And I agree with you. I think that's a single.
Clearly a hit.
Nope.
I'm going to be the official scorer and call it a hit, and that's going to bring Courtney Palantonio, the second baseman, to the plate. Palantonio is a pretty good softball player. She and her sister Caroline, both juniors at Red Lion, not too far from here. These are neighborhood rivals.
Yeah, no, they always have a good softball battle.
They're probably, 3 or 4 miles apart from each other, maybe 5. Right down Porter Road. Strike called. The count is 1-1. I did that last year. One night went to watch some baseball at Red Lion and then snuck over the back roads to get here to Caravel for one of our games that we did here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2-1. The lights are all on.
A second night game for us this week. We did the boys lacrosse.
That was an awesome game.
Like you said, weather permitting, tomorrow we might be back here.
That pitch is inside. Make it 3-1.
Good hitters count.
Yeah, they do have press boxes here to our right at Bob Peoples Stadium, but they may not even be playing.
Yeah,
they'll play in a little bit of rain, but they're not going to play in a ton of rain. We have to be mindful of our equipment. Grounded down the third baseline. Foul ball. It's a full count. But it's supposed to be number 1 paddle against number 1 Caravel in girls soccer. So
Caravel's given up 0 goals this year.
Yeah,
well, they have 1 goal.
Caravel has the brick wall in goal. The 6-footer, Sydney Keld. Hard to believe she's probably better at field hockey. I find it hard to believe. Sydney's she's a great athlete.
Yeah, she is.
Here's the pitch. That's ball 4. Red Lions got 2 on after the first 2 struck out.
That's a good job by their 3 and 4 hole hitter getting on base here.
The batter is the pitcher, number 13, Caroline Palantonio. Chance to help herself here with 2 outs.
She was the pitcher in that 1-0 loss to Newark Charter.
Sheets working out of a bit of a jam. Swing up the middle picked up by Paoli, and she throws to first to Iannone, and that's going to do it for Red Lion in the first. So no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. After a half inning, it's Red Lion 0, Caravel coming to bat.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
All right, back at Caravel Academy. No score for the Lions in the first. Caravel coming to bat, and they're going to bring up Bree Bryant, Veronica Diamede, and Natalie Paoli. Maddie Barris batting cleanup, followed by Courtney Bops, Gia Iannone, Michaela Walsh, Brooke Holdsworth, and Mackenzie Brown.
You know what made Caravel such a good, dangerous team is their leadoff hitters get on base and set the table for the middle of the order. So,
and we know Paoli and Barris can mash. They're batting 3-4. Paoli more of a contact hitter, but she does have a little bit of pop. But Maddie Barris can flat out hit. That 3-4, and even the 5 hitter, Iannone, another one, up and down the lineup.
So I think it's important to get Caravel's top 2 hitters, keep them off base. That'd be my key for Red Lion here tonight.
Bree Bryant, the lefty, she likes to slap that ball, and you can see the
with that speed, you know.
Here the shift is on. The shortstop is playing about 40 feet from the plate, and the third baseman, I believe, has moved back to her regular position. So,
and look at where the second base is playing.
Second baseman right outside the pitcher circle. Of course, they cannot go into the circle, but they can be right next to it. So a little bit of an infield shift on as Bryant takes strike 1. We mentioned the pitcher is Caroline Palantonio. I don't want to get the wrong Palantonio, but you know what's going to happen, right, Colegia sisters, if you're listening? Doesn't matter which sisters or brothers it is. I'll mix them up at some point.
She comes out firing strikes out to start this one.
Still have that shift on. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Bree Bryant. Ball high. Palantonio throws pretty hard.
Yeah, she does. Got to see her warm up earlier, right out here in front of us.
Only a couple juniors on the team. Her and her sister. And then over in left field, Miss Mendick. Another sister on the team. Reagan Mendick is also on this Red Lion team. That ball is low. There's actually another set of sisters. The Crane sisters, Rachel and Renee Crane, both sophomores. So 3 sets of sisters on this Red Lion team. Count now even at 2-2. Here's a pitch from Palantonio. Just missed, and it's a full count.
And we see both leadoff hitters take it to full count. And a good job by Brian, who was down in the count 0-2, to work it back to full count here.
She does not mind taking a walk. That girl just wants to be on base and cause havoc. She's pretty good at that. There's a swing fouled off the Caravel fence in front of their dugout.
It did go live on YouTube, right, Jack? Sweet.
So it's a full count to Bree Bryant. Here's the pitch. Sent into left field down the line. That gets by Mendick into the corner.
Foul ball.
And it's a foul ball. I was wondering why Bryant stopped at first base.
With her speed, that could have been a triple easily.
As well as we know Morgan Mendick, she may have yelled at the ball to go foul. So it's 3-2. That's the second 3-2 pitch to be fouled off. And here's number 3. This one is nice play by the third baseman. And Brian is out 5-3. And we're going to give credit to the third baseman. That is Mady McGinnis, an 8th grader, and that was a shot. She caught it.
Yeah, nice play. And you keep that leadoff hitter with speed off the bases.
I was at a softball game a week ago or a week and a half ago, and somebody was watching the game, wanted to know why the players were wearing face guards. I said, well, if you ever see how close they play to the plate.
Yeah, it's a little different than the baseball. Like you said, they're right on top. And especially because she's a slap hitter.
Oh, how about that play?
Wow.
Line drive by Diamede, but went about 30 feet and was snared by the first baseman.
And there you go. And
I don't have the first baseman I've written down here. Well, I am going to find out who that is.
that is a 302 Sports top play nominee. I'm not nominating.
I get the number. It's number 23. That is Reagan Mendick. That's Morgan's sister. She's listed as a flex player on the lineup. She's playing first base. And how about she was flexible in that one.
Yeah.
Reagan Mendick. This is a shout out to you, young lady. Foul ball onto the baseball field. Just outside the batter's cage. 2 outs in the top of the first.
Yeah,
some great corner infield play here for
keep
Red
the
Lion.
speed off the bases.
0-1 count. The batter is Natalie Paoli, a hitting machine for Caravel. Natty P. That pitch is high. 1-1. I love the enthusiasm in softball. It's great.
I was just about to say, it's a lot different than baseball. Sometimes you can hear them out here cheering on their teammates. And
that pro baseball team today, they were up and alert the entire game. They were cheering. They put a 5 spot on the St. Mark's before I left. There's a pitch high. It's 2-1. Pitcher was Mason Keene, the lefty. Did a great job for the Jaguars. We'll get you a final. Any other finals, we'll pass them along to you tonight as we move along here from Bear, Delaware. Into the right field. Nobody's going to catch that one. Base hit for Paoli. Picked up there in right field by Kylie Sayeni. But that is a 2-out base runner for Caravel.
So both 3-hole hitters got the first hits of the game for their respective teams.
That will bring up the catcher, Maddie Barris.
Oh, yeah. And now, if you're the outfield, you're probably going to be playing back.
And we see the fielders taking a few steps, especially in center field. Peyton Pusey just took some steps back along with Mendick. So they are respecting the hitting abilities of Barris. She takes a strike, 0-1. Looks like the girls lacrosse game has ended. Over here, St. Thomas More was in town today. Always a busy evening down here at Caravel. Change up, strike 2. Nice play.
That's a great pitch. The 0-1 change up like that gets it over for a strike.
Pull the string. So now it is 0-2 on Barris. Paoli on first. She singled. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung, set in the right center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Paoli rounds third. She's going to score. And Barris goes into second with a double. Caravel with the 1-0 lead. 2-out run.
Yeah, the runner left and got a great head start and was able to score on that double. And Caravel gets on the board with some 2-out hitting.
So Barris finds the hole.
And because she's the catcher, it'll be a courtesy runner at second base for her.
She will go get a chance to put the equipment back on. I'm having trouble seeing that number for Caravel. Maybe number 17, so it looks like. So the courtesy runners, Danielle DiBenedictis, and the batter, Courtney Brobst, the third baseman. 2 outs. Fouled off. Look out.
Oh, heads up.
A couple of Red Lion parents Ducking for cover.
It's the Red Line baseball.
Ah, the guys came out to watch. That was nice of them. They may be Red Line parents at some point. 0-1 is the count. That ball's inside, so we see Palantonio throw pretty hard. Both base hits to the right side, and the second out line to first base. Only Brian's lefty, and she went opposite. She went to the third base side, so they're not really getting around, but they're putting them in the right place. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Bucks. Pitches inside, 2-1 to Courtney Brops. Gia Iannone, the first baseman, on deck. The lights are on. Changeup, grounded to third base. Across the diamond, 5-3 is the out. Recorded there by Mady McGinnis, and that's going to do it for Caravel. They scored 1 run on 2 hits, left 1. After 1 complete inning, it's 1-0 Caravel. We're back after this on 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
All right, we're back at Caravel. Bucks lead Red Line 1-0. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, and Big Ed Halliday along with you. Caravel manufactures a 2-out run on a single and a hit-and-run double.
Get cold, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. I probably don't need the hoodie. Plus, it's stuck on my head. There we go. This happens when you get old, everybody. Don't get old. All right, so Sheets is out there. She is going to face for Red Lion Rachel Crane, Mady McGinnis, and Kylie Sayeni. Excuse me. Grounder to shortstop. Oh, not handled. I'm going to give it an infield hit. Oh, look out, back to first, but I don't know if she went inside. If she stepped into the field, doesn't matter. Crane with the infield hit.
Single, yeah, I'm with you.
And dives back. I'm going to be the scorer that all the kids like. I'm going to give everybody a hit. But I think she was going to beat that out anyway. So yeah. Rachel Crane with a lead-off single for the Lions. That was hitting a 5-6 hole. That was a tough play. Nat Paoli made a great attempt at it, but not with Crane's speed. There was no chance. This is Mady McGinnis. A hit and run. Sheets has one play. It's at first base.
Oh, they called.
Oh, a double play.
Double play, Mike. It was a line drive.
Well, shut my mouth. So that's going to be 2 outs. Score it 1-3 for the second out. And just like that, the bases are empty. Great play by Savannah Sheets. And,
yeah, I mean, I might get that word out sometime tonight, but great play by her.
Mady McGinnis, by the way, another 8th grader. So you're going to hear a lot of youth here on Red Line. Now batting Kylie Sayeni, another 8th grader. So
wow, so they're back-to-back 8th graders.
And Rachel Crane was a sophomore. She was the old one of the group who led off with the the infield single. 2 outs, 2 balls, no strikes here in the top of the second. Sheets delivers low, and that is 3 balls to Kylie Sayeni. Morgan Mendick waits on deck. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike called. You could probably hear through your phone or tablet or laptop or whatever you're catching the game on today. If you've got it on TV, that's just awesome. Hook it up to the Fire Stick, whatever you got. Glad you could join us. And that is ball 4. So a walk to Sayeni. So the double play looms a little larger here. Brings up Morgan Mendick, number 8, her sister Reagan on deck. All right, here's Sheets. Change up. Mendick drives into right center field. It lands for a hit. Picked up and thrown into second. Mendick's got a double. And that'll send Sayeni to third base. So a 2-out double for Morgan Mendick.
Good piece of hitting there by Morgan Mendick.
Second and third. First pitch, he didn't wait.
No, and drove right into the gap.
That'll bring Reagan Mendick to the plate. And she is also a freshman. Seems like she's been around a while. Reagan played volleyball. We're going to have a conference in the Mount. Reagan played volleyball as an 8th grader at Red Lion, of course, and played this year again. A really good volleyball program with Coach Dan Betters.
Yeah, like you said, we get a good chance to see them all.
So we have, here comes the umpire. I thought the umpire was coming out, but apparently he's okay with a little bit longer of a conference. 2 on, 2 out, second and third for the Lions. They trail 1-0, but a base hit here could change that. That double play really helping Caravel at this point. That was a great play by Sheets. I thought it bounced right in front of the plate, but
you have a baseball final, 2 baseball finals. Dover with a 5-0 win over Polytech, and St. Mark's losing to Appo 5-2.
Swing down the left side, in the left field, it's a base hit. 1-1 scores, Mendick rounds third, she's coming in, she's going to score. Reagan Mendick drives in 2 with a single, and the Lions lead it 2-1.
Yeah, nicely job by the Mendicks here. Both of them swinging on the first pitch, and 2-out magic by this Red Lion offense here. Like you said, Mike, they're young.
Actually, that was not Reagan Mendick. That was Peyton Pusey.
Okay.
So let me fix this here. my apologies to Peyton. I want to give her credit.
Yeah.
Her single, her RBIs. She took second on the throw, so she's in scoring position. Yeah, I don't want the angry emails from the Red Lion folks. I apologize. That was most definitely Peyton Pusey with the 2-out, 2-run single. The freshman. This is what a young team. Wow, unbelievable. So the batter who swings there is Morgan Liskey. She grounds the Sheets, and that's going to do it. Red Lion, however, puts together a 2-out rally. They score twice. They leave a man on, or a woman on, after an inning and a half. It's 2-1 Red Lion. We're back after this on 302 Sports. I think things are moving here at Caravel Academy. So just to be clear, Peyton Pusey with the 2-out, 2-run single for the Lions. Jason, today you mentioned that Dover final 5-0. Don Velasquez pitched into the 7th inning and struck out 14 against Polytech. Got the shutout victory. Velasquez, one heck of a pitcher and player. St. Elizabeth, this is baseball. They defeated Hodgson 3-2. So Vikings picked up a much-needed win. So the batter, G. Iannone, takes a ball inside. The count is 2-1, 1-1. That pitch is high, and now it's 2-1. So for St. E's, an extra inning win today. Tom Adams singled home Hayden Trimarco for the winning run in the bottom of the 8th. So the Vikings picked up a much-needed win. There's two teams that really need to win, Hodgson and St. Elizabeth. So we get back to softball. 2-1 count. Palantonio's pitch is low and inside. It's 3-1. Delmarva Christian 3, Delmar 1. And DMA 14-1 over Newark High School. That pitch is high, and that's going to be a walk for Iannone.
Yeah, good discipline by her at the plate. Draws the leadoff walk. And like we say in baseball, those leadoff walks can always come back and haunt.
They do, they hurt you. One more baseball final so far. MOT Charter 1, Design Thinking Academy. Nothing, close one there.
No, it was a forfeit.
And that's why it was close, because it was a forfeit.
The same thing happened the day before to Mount Pleasant.
Now here I thought Design Thinking Academy had a pretty good team.
Yeah. I don't think they have a team.
That's driven deep to center field, off the fence. Michaela Walsh rolls into second with a double. And that's going to put runners at second and third. Walsh, a first pitch, she jumps on it, sends it deep to right center field, almost out of here. But she'll take the 2-bagger, and Caravel is in business.
Yeah, nobody out. Runners on second and third, and both these teams are raking the ball so far in this one.
That'll bring Brooke Holdsworth, the designated player, to the plate. She's batting in the 8-hole, and she's got 2 runs out there. She can bring them in. Caravel down 2-1, but they are knocking on the door. This pitch is called a strike. That, I guess, was the fastball because she hummed that ball in there.
Yeah, you can hear the glove pop from out here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called on Holdsworth. 0-2. You mentioned Newark Charter softball. They won today over Hodgson 17-2. 1-0 Dover over Polytech in softball. That pitch just inside, and it's 1-2.
That's good. That's a good 0-2 pitch right there.
Yeah, you can waste one, sure. Quarter. Why not? Courtney Palantonio on the rubber. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Called strikeout, and that's out number 1. And down goes Holdsworth. Bringing up Mackenzie Brown, the right fielder. Jason, the softball final from today. Appoquinimink 4. William Penn 0. That's a pretty close game.
Yeah, it is.
That game was at Penn. So we mentioned the pitcher, the batter is Mackenzie Brown, the right fielder. Bree Bryant waits on deck. 1 down. High, ball 1. And this game, this Appo William Penn game, was scoreless through 5. Appo scored 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. Courtney McNatt picked up another win, her 6th of the season. She's a heck of a pitcher. But I think we've seen 2 pretty good pitchers here today. Fake the bunt, called strike. It's 1-1. And Palantonio and Sheets, we're seeing some pretty good hurlers.
Yeah, pretty good hurls, but right now the offense is doing some hitting. Especially at the bottom of the lineup.
One pitch, grounded back to Palantonio, and they have Iannone out at home plate. Nice play by Palantonio. That's a fielder's choice. Runners at first and third, 2 outs now, and they cut down 1 run. Iannone out at home plate.
And now she can get out, you know, you had second and third, nobody out. Now maybe see her way out of this inning without giving up a run. That's a great job by defense here for Redline.
She's going to have to get out Bree Bryant.
Yeah.
She grounded out to third her first time up. The infield modified shift is on the third baseman up a little bit. Second baseman not quite as far in.
Almost like a bunt situation.
Yes.
Third baseman is McGinnis, Mady McGinnis. And she's about 50 feet away. Here's the pitch. And Mackenzie Brown takes second on defensive indifference. Second and third now with 2 outs. Caravel looking to take advantage of the 2 base runners. Strike called, and that's 1-1.
I have to put on my sweatshirt soon.
Yeah, it's sun's gone. One and one is the count. Palantonio.
I like these 7 o'clock starts.
Yeah, it's nice. Delivers. That's strike 2 on Bree. Bryant 1 and 2, so she can see her way out of this, possibly. That is a dangerous hitter up there.
No, yeah.
You mentioned Bryant loves to go to left field. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Grounded back, actually toward third base. And it's an infield single. The runners do not advance, so the bases are loaded.
That's a good play by the third baseman, trying to see if that's going to let it foul, because you're not going to get Bryant with their speed.
So a 10-foot single. It's going to be a line drive in the book.
10-foot single.
It was tough for us to see from here if it was fair or foul. But obviously, McGinnis was waiting to see if it rolled over that line.
She's not going to get her.
There's no chance.
Yeah.
All right, Diamede, the batter, she swings and misses. That's strike 1. She grounded. She lined out to first base in the first inning, which.
And if you throw that ball, you know the runner's going to come home. Runner might come home.
Yeah, a bad throw, and you give up 2 runs. And Bryant's a blazer, so there's no chance. 0-1. Here's a pitch from Courtney Palantonio. Lined into center field. 1-run scores. Here comes the second run. Safe. A 2-run single for Diamede, and that's a 3-2 Caravel lead. Runners at first and second.
So we've seen both teams here with 2-out magic in the second inning.
So Walsh and Brown scored on that play. Bryant is at second base. And that'll bring up Nat Paoli. She singled her first time up and scored the Bucks' first run. 3-2 Caravel. We're in the bottom of the second. Strike called. 0-1. So we saw Diamede go straight up the middle on that one. Hit it pretty good. Change up. Ball 1. these red line uniforms. They got pinstripes on. They're awesome.
They're great uniforms.
Caravel in the white tops, the maroon pants. Line drive up the middle, another base hit. The center field, they started center runner, but what a gun from center field.
And that
was Peyton Pusey from center field. It was not hit deep, but that was a laser thrown home.
No, you're not scoring on that. I knew that.
So Natalie Paoli is at first base. Bases loaded now with 2 outs, but what a beautiful throw, an accurate throw right on the money.
Yeah, because that's pretty Bryant, and any other fielder, you might be sending her home there, but
Pusey's playing back on the warning track and got to that ball. Well, she's back now because it's Maddie Barris.
Yeah.
So Barris with a chance to do some big things here. Low, ball 1. So we have 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded, and it is 3-2 Caravel on a 2-out, 2-run single by Veronica Diomede. And the Bucks threatening again. Pitch is high. 2-0. Palantonio has not been behind many hitters today. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Fly into right field. Over the head of the right fielder. It's going to clear the bases. Rolls all the way to the fence. Barris round second. She's looking at third. She's going to get there with a triple. A 3-run bases clearing triple for Maddie Barris. That makes the Caravel lead 6-3.
6-2.
6-2.
That was tough. Got up into the outfield and over the outfielder's head and a triple.
Yeah, the right fielder, Kylie Sayani, she looked a little upset at herself, or maybe not getting as good a read on it as possible. But that ball is out here in a hurry.
Yeah.
First step is always.
Yeah, I don't blame Sayani for that one, but I know she's upset because she thought she should have been there. But I thought Kylie did as well as she could have on that one. So that brings home 3 to make it 6-2. Yep. And Courtney Brobst is going to be your batter here in a second.
Big inning here for Caravel.
Yeah, they have 5 on the board after they got the first 2 runners on.
Couple outs.
Got a couple of outs, and it's been a lot of 2-out hits. Single, 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 triple. So here's Brobst. She has a chance to drive in a run. She grounded out to third her first time up. Here's the pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Umpire, we can hear like we're standing right next to him. I'm good with that. That one's outside. It's 1-1. I know we talk about it every time we're down here. The facilities here are amazing. One pitch. Inside, 2-1. I was watching a little baseball here last Saturday. Archbishop Carroll from Radnor, Pennsylvania was down, and they have like LED lights in their scoreboard over there. You can see them from like 2 miles away. They had a win over Carroll last Saturday.
Yes.
1-1 pitch, swing, and I think fouled off one. That's 2-2.
Yes, 2-2.
Caravel baseball, another one of these teams, no matter who graduates.
No.
They're always a contender.
Had a tough loss to New York Charter earlier this year.
So here's a 2-2 pitch. Driven to left field. Mendick is there. Reaches up and makes the catch. And that's going to do it. Nice play by Morgan Mendick. But big inning for Caravel. They scored 5 times. They did it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. They left 1, and after 2 complete, it's 6-2 Caravel. We're back after this on 302 Sports.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too
As a
short.
military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
All right, we're back at Caravel Academy. It's a 6-2 Buccaneers lead. They scored 5 times in the second. No problem. If you're red line, just go back to work this inning against Savannah Sheets, and they're going to bring up Liv Marinucci, Courtney Palantonio, and Caroline Palantonio. And Marinucci and Palantonio, Courtney both got on base last time, so hope is not lost. It's still early here at Caravel Academy, and that is ball 1 on Marinucci. She singled her first time up. One to a pitch, and that's ball 2. Marinucci, a freshman, doing the catching for the Bucks, and if you're a catcher, you can get a lot of playing time. Lined into center field, caught out there by, lost track of my center fielder, Veronica Diamede. Apologize for that. And that's going to be 1 out. Nice play by Diamede right off the bat. She read it and caught it. Got to use this scorecard here. It's a little quicker for me to see the names on there. So with 1 out, Courtney Palantonio, the second baseman, is the batter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. As a reminder, next Wednesday we are back at Buffalo Wild Wings at 8 p.m. for the 302 Sports Weekly. We got a lot to catch up on, so be sure you tune in or come out and watch us at Wild Wings and tell us you're there to see the show, and you'd be entered to win a $25 gift card and have all kinds of cool stuff going on. Free food, really? Awesome.
Discount?
Oh yeah, so you get the discount cards and all kinds of stuff. Speaking of food, I see a fire going behind the backstop over there.
Grilling cheeseburgers for you, Mike.
They know me very well. 1-1 to count. Line down the third baseline, foul ball. 1-2. I'm over here. Cheeseburger. I should have brought my dog. She maybe would have brought me she could have fetched me a cheeseburger, and then she would have stopped and laid down about halfway.
Yeah, she wouldn't have made it back out here.
Now, she would have eaten a cheeseburger, sure. That's for sure. All right, it's a 1-2 count. But it's a lot of fun at Wild Wings, so come on out if you get a chance. There's a pop-up right at Paoli, and she's got it out number 2. So that will bring Caroline Palantonio, the pitcher, to the plate, and she grounded to Nat Paoli, her first time up. Two outs, top of the third, 6-2 Caravel. Lined up the middle, just outside the range of the second baseman, Bree Bryant, and that's going to be a base hit for Caroline Palantonio with 2 outs. There's another 2-out hit. We've seen a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of two-out hits, and that's a good job by these hitters.
Rachel Crane, the batter. She singled her first time up. And then was doubled off on the line drive back to Sheets. I think we have a courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher. Let's see if we can get that number. Well, she's turned sideways, so we'll have to wait. There's only 3 subs on the roster, so of course they have a 14 and a 24. If it's 24, that's Renee Crane. Here's the pitch. That is 24. That's Renee Crane is your courtesy runner, and her sister Rachel Crane is the batter, and she's got an 0-1 count. That one's a ball. Throw down to first. Nice play there at first base by Iannone to keep that from rolling into right field. And Renee Crane back in time. One on the count. Here's the pitch. Strike called inside corner. Make it 1-2.
Yeah, good. Nice 1-1 change up there. Gets it over for a strike.
So here's the pitch to Rachel Crane. Swing, send into right, not right field, right to second base. Nice play there by Bryant. Scoops it over to Iannone, and that will do it for Red Lion in the third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after 2.5 innings. It's 6-2 Caravel. Back after this on 302 Sports.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz and Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com. The Hadley Group is your local
Credit union.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
All right, we're back at Caravel just in time, too. We got great timing here at 302. And there's the first pitch popped up, caught by the first baseman. The first baseman is on here somewhere. Mendick. That's Regan Mendick. They ever listed as flex. She's playing first base. The batter, by the way, was Gia Iannone, and that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring Michaela Walsh to the plate. She doubled her first time up and scored the first run of the second inning. Changeup. Strike 1 called on Walsh. She'll be followed by Brooke Holdsworth. 1 out, bottom of the third here at Caravel. Another off-speed pitch. That one's high, 1-1. And Caravel, we've seen, has done a great job tonight of putting together innings with 2 outs. Just 1 out in this inning. There's a fastball grounded to second. 4-3 is the out. A nice play there by Courtney Palantonio over to Regan Mendick. And that is out number 2, and this is kind of where Caravel is getting started.
Yes, yep.
Brooke Holdsworth is your batter. She struck out her first time up. Nice play there by Courtney Palantonio. It's in on 2 hops. There's a pitch from Caroline Palantonio, ball 1. There's some excitement going on in the baseball field over there. 1-0 pitch. Swing, line, foul down the third base side, 1-1.
Some bullpen activity for Red Line.
That's 2 of the 3 players they have listed on there as reserves. So the count's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Strike called inside corner, 1-2. So we're not sure what's going on tomorrow as far as sports around Delaware. It's looking a little iffy.
Yeah.
I know there's some games scheduled. It's looking iffy.
They're saying about a half-inch of rain tomorrow. So
here's a 1-2 pitch. Grounded back to Palantonio over to Mendick, and that's going to do it. A 1-2-3 inning for Caroline Palantonio. And after 3 innings, it's 6-2 Caravel. You're watching 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
And welcome back to Caravel Academy. Headed into the 4th inning. 6-2 Bucks. The Lions are going to send Mady McGinnis, Kylie Sayeni, and Morgan Mendick to the plate as they look to cut this lead. That's a 4-run deficit for them. I think they played well tonight. Caravel, that's a good team. A lot of big hitters on that Caravel team.
Caravel's not ranked for second the second in the state on 302 for nothing. I mean, they're great offensive team, and like you said, they've done most of their damage with 2 outs.
They have a lot of veteran players on this Caravel team, and for a real young team, I've been pretty impressed with Red Lion. That is a young team.
Yeah, like you said, not a senior on the roster, so
13 girls on the roster, 3 are juniors, and then we mentioned 8 of them. 8 of the other 10 are 8th graders and 9th graders. So Sheets delivers low and outside. That's ball 1. So obviously there's 2 sophomores on the team. They're both sisters, Renee Crane and Rachel Crane. They trail by 4. I don't expect Caravel to take it easy on them because they're young.
No.
I'm sure they have great respect for the Lions, however. McGinnis, she lined into a double play last time up. Right back to Sheets. Spins away from that one. 3-0 is the count.
Don't get any easier for Red Lion on Saturday as they face Padua. Another team that's a little on the younger side.
Here's a strike, 3-1. Pandas have a new coach this year, Gretchen Luce. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Sheets. Swing deep to left field, over the head of left fielder, out of here for a ground rule. Not out of here. It's a ground rule double for Mady McGinnis, and she smoked that ball.
Yeah, that's when you have a 3-1 count, you can sit back, look for a pitch to drive, and she did absolutely that.
Michaela Walsh, left fielder. I mean, by the time she turned around, the ball was over her head.
And luckily for the defense, it bounced over the fence, and like you said, it was a ground rule double.
That ball may have gone through somebody out there. That was moving at a high rate of speed. So McGinnis wearing Eric Lindros is number 88, is the runner at second. And that pitch to Kylie Sayedi is strike one. Sayedi is no at bats. She has a walk, and she scored their first run in the second inning. Now she's got a runner on second. Swings down to third base. Brops, I think, got a piece of it, but it was foul. So that makes it 0-2. So she's going to play some defense up there with the 0-2 count. Swing and miss. Sheets gets the strikeout. That's one down. You mentioned Padua, Jason. They are 2-2 this year. And they are not messing around. They have 2 really big wins and 2 pretty big losses. And they have Red Lion Saturday right up the street here at Red Lion. At Red Lion. So that will bring Morgan Mendick to the plate. She doubled her first time up. A double here would score a run.
She swung at the first pitch.
Takes that one, strike one on Mendick. Another Mendick waits on deck. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball's a little low, perhaps a bit outside. 1-1. Ball 2, high and outside. And, not only in the sports, I was talking to somebody today at the St. Mark's game. It's starting to get into prom season, and there's at least one local school that has a prom tomorrow night. And they might be walking through the raindrops. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2. It's April. That's correct.
It can't be a senior prom, can it?
I didn't get that much into the conversation with him. All he said was there's a prom tomorrow night for this guy's daughter. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that's out number 2.
Good job by Sheets, getting back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff double.
So this is Regan Mendick, the batter. She singled. I'm sorry, this is not Regan Mendick. I did this last time too. Peyton Puzzi, she singled her last time up, knocked in 2 runs. The lefty. I should have written Regan's name way down on my scorebook so this wouldn't have happened. So Puzzi is the batter. She takes a ball. It's 1-0. That is a called strike. 1-1. 2 outs. The leadoff hitter, McGinnis, doubled. She's on second. That is also a ball. Runs the count to 2-1. This is one of those teams, you see how they're pretty good now, and you're like thinking like, wow, if I see them in a year or two.
Oh, yeah.
Puzzi goes for the bunt and misses. And the count is even at 2-2. Glad you could join us tonight on a brisk night at Caravel, but it's beautiful out, really.
Yeah, it is. Great night.
We did a couple games last year where it was downright winter. So I'll take this. This is good. I'm good, God. We're good with this weather.
Yeah, last year we Pat Carianis did a game in the snow. A baseball game. You're running to my car in between.
Yeah, here's a 2-2 pitch. That is a ball, so it's a full count. I know we did a game here one night, and I think it was probably 32 degrees out.
And like you, Pat Carianis wore shorts that night in the snow.
Well, Pat's a good guy, so obviously he wore shorts. I think we had the real cold night. I think we had poor Ryan out here. Here's a grounder back to Sheets. She hustles to first base. Out is the call, and that's going to do it for Redline in the fourth. They get close, but no guitar. After 3.5 innings, it's 6-2 Caravel. We're back after this on 302 Sports. We are back at Caravel, bottom of the fourth. That pitch grounded to third base. Nice play there, and that is one out. Heck of a play by McGinnis. She's been right on all night, and the batter on that one, where am I going here? It was Mackenzie Brown. So Brown is out. That's out number one, and that will bring Bree Bryant to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a run scored tonight. Nice play by McGinnis. She's been up all night. That sounds like a TV show that should be on like VH1 or on BBC4 or something.
It used to be on USA Network.
I knew I heard that before. Up all night. It should have like a host like Tila Tequila or something.
It was Pauly Shore.
Was it? Oh, okay. 1-0 pitch to Bree Bryant. Swings shortstop, and that, wow, nice play by the shortstop, Rachel Crane. And she whips that ball to first base. You have to get Bryant. That's 2 outs.
Yeah, she showed her gun.
So with 2 quick outs, the batter is Veronica Diamede. She had a big hit the last time up in the second inning, a 2-run single.
Good crowd.
And she's 1 for 2.
Great crowd. That's one thing, Caravel always draws.
Changeup is a ball, 1-0.
After a hard day at work, you want to come out and watch some softball at night.
I brought my sunglasses at night, but I'm not wearing them. Well, it was a little sunny earlier tonight, so. Pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 quick outs. I'm not sure if Caravel should be discouraged or encouraged with the 2 quick outs. Diamede to the lefty. Swings at that one and grounds it foul down the first base side. 2-1. So Caroline Palantonio, aside from the second inning, has done a really good job here tonight. Caravel really got those bats going in that second inning. Change up. High. And it's 3-1. They don't have a strike on the board, but I just saw a foul ball, so I know it's 1 strike.
Yeah, it's 3-1.
Right.
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
The 302 Sports scoreboard is correct.
That is ball 4, so it doesn't really matter, and Diamede is on base with the walk. And your batter will be Nat Paoli, the shortstop. She is 2 for 2 with a pair of runs scored, so good night for Paoli, and she's played some pretty good defense out there for the Bucks as well. One of the better players in the state. Die immediate first, gets a big lead, and another ball. So Caroline Palantonio is working the edges here.
Yeah, with the dangerous hitters as a pitcher, that's what you want to try and do.
Driven into center field, taking on a short hop by the center fielder.
Almost got the runner at second on the force play.
Pusey, and she nearly got die immediate second, but that's going to be the third hit of the night for Nat Paoli. We saw her throw home earlier tonight, and you don't want to mess with that right arm. Left arm, that left arm.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
That girl can chuck it.
And like I said, that was it would have been a force play.
And there's no reason why there was
pitcher change.
2 outs, so she wasn't like waiting to go. She went right away, and we're going to have, that's going to be the end of the night pitching, at least, for Caroline Palantonio. Number 14, Angelina Edwards, who was warming up to our left earlier, has now entered the game. And it looks like Palantonio, whether she's going to remain in the game or not, we'll see if they make any changes here other than the pitching change. So Caravel, runners on first and second, 2 outs. They lead 6-2 here on 302 Sports.
And here comes the dangerous hitter, Beers, and I think that was the reason for the pitcher's change, because now you could bring in a pitcher that he hasn't seen before.
So the next hitter, Jason mentioned, Maddie Barris, and Courtney Brofst bats after her. This is the veteran part of the lineup here, that top part of the lineup for Caravel. I mean, they're veteran top to bottom, but the seniors are stacked up at the top. So Edwards into pitch for the Lions. So, Jason, we're going to have, I may not be able to go home tonight as the Boston Red Sox lost again, and they're now 2-6. So I may have to avoid the second floor of my house with the New England native upstairs.
Throwing stuff?
She might be throwing stuff. A lot of rain last night in Major League Baseball as that rain is moving our way. Here's a pitch in the dirt and to throw to third safe, so they advance on. I guess that would have to be maybe a wild pitch. Either way, anyway, it's second and third with 2 outs now, and here's the pitch to Barris. Strike called. 1-1.
What that does is it does open first base, so you can pitch around her here.
Right after.
As I said, that right after.
Fouled off, and that one
heads up baseball field.
That one does reach the baseball field. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Maddie Barris. We mentioned the seniors on this Caravel team, and she's one of them. Bree Bryant, Sheets, Paoli, Brown, Barris, Brofst. Here's a ground ball, and Barris is thrown out at first. So Edwards comes in and gets out of the trouble. That's going to keep the score at 6-2. We're headed to the 5th. We're back after this on the 302 Sports.
Hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
All right, we are back at Caravel Academy. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, and Nick Halliday, Big Ed Halliday, and you. Thanks for joining us. Just a reminder, next Wednesday at 8, 302 Sports Weekly back at Buffalo Wild Wings in Stanton, and all kinds of good stuff going on, I'm sure. And we got games coming up, but just keep your eye on our website and on our social media, because with the weather, you just never know. But we're trying to get to as many of your events as possible. People let us know where we should go. And we can tell them no. No, we wouldn't do that. Now we love to get out and cover the games. But we get as many as we can. We move to the 5th. First pitch grounded down the third base line. It's foul. That was Morgan Liskey, the batter. She's 0 for 2 tonight. This is another of the 8th graders.
Yeah, it's just amazing, like you said, with all these 8th graders.
That pitch is low, 1-1.
They've already put up the most runs that anyone has put up on Caravel this year. And that includes a very good Indian River team.
Red Line had the brief 2-1 lead. That pitch outside, and I think it's 2-1.
That's where I have it.
And maybe the ball counter on the scoreboard is temporarily inoperable. Swing, grounded, Sheets has it, and Liskey is out as she grounds to Sheets for the second time tonight. That's 1 down. Marinucci coming up, Liv Marinucci, the catcher. Wearing number 99, and she is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to center field. I believe it got her on the arm.
Yes.
So it hit batter, and that will put Marinucci on for the second time tonight. She's the catcher, but I don't see her moving anywhere.
Well, if the changes, they might not.
They had 3 bench players. The umpire's talking to the coach down there at third base, so we're going to see if he can let her bring in somebody. Of course, Angelina Edwards is in as the pitcher. They have Renee Crane. She pinch ran, but I think if you pinch run for a player once, that's the only one you can pinch run for. And I think she was a courtesy runner. Well, we do have a courtesy runner right now. This is number 17, Adora Anthos. So this is the other sub they have. Of course, Crane ran for the pitcher, I believe, so I don't think she can run here. Adora Anthos, another freshman, is on first, running for Liv Marinucci, and the batter should be Courtney Palantonio. Strike called. No balls and 1 strike. Caroline Palantonio was the pitcher. Would be due up next. She was replaced by Angelina Edwards, so we'll see who bats next. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is outside. Barris tries to sneak it back over the plate there, but got to get up pretty early in the morning to fool this umpire. 1-1 is the count. Popped up. It's out towards second base. Paoli's got it. Makes the call, and that's out number 2.
That might have brought rain.
It was high.
That was a nice high pop. She went up the elevator shaft.
So I'm not sure if this is Edwards or Caroline Palantonio.
Caroline.
It is Caroline Palantonio. And she swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Iannone. Race to first! Out as Iannone wins that one. And that's going to do it.
I was fooled by that.
Yeah.
I didn't know where that ball went.
That's going to do it in the 5th inning for Red Lion. No runs, a hit batter. One runner left after 4.5 innings to 6-2 Caravel. We'll see you on the other side on 302 Sports.
Real estate resource. Brian Hatley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hatley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hatley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back on a beautiful Thursday evening here in Bear, Delaware. Caravel coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th. They have a 6-2 lead against Red Lion. Angelina Edwards returns on the mound in circle for the Lions, and she will face Courtney Brops, Gia Iannone, and Michaela Walsh as Caravel looks to add to its 4-run lead. It's been fairly quiet here since the 2nd, so I'm sure I just jinxed our quiet. It's not quite like the free throw shooters jinx, but
Well, apparently the free throw jinx was on the Sixers last night.
Yeah, I heard they missed like 18 or 16 free throws. Swing and miss, strike one on Brops. Courtney is 0 for 2 tonight. So she's going to look to break that little streak. And she does. She lines this in the left center field all the way to the fence. Mendick picks up, fires into second base, but not in time. Courtney Brops is in with a leadoff double. That was a rocket line drive. So Iannone comes up. She has walked and she popped up. 0 for 1. She's got a runner on second. No. Body out. Ball 1. Looks like Edwards cranked up the speed on that pitch a little bit.
Yeah, she's bringing it too.
She wasn't really showing it in the warm-up, but yeah, she's really turned on the speed. This is a pop-up, and Marinucci gets it, so out number 1 as Gia Iannone pops up to Liv Marinucci. Brops remains on second base. You don't see too many tag-ups on a ball to the catcher.
Yeah, in foul territory.
Michaela Walsh is the batter. She's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Got her put pretty much straight away. Changeup is high. 1-0. As we mentioned earlier, good crowd in hand here. Caravel lining the fence and sitting in the bleachers back there behind home plate. Like, they had the bleachers down the left field line. Good places to watch, yeah. As that ball's fouled off, it's 1-1 on Walsh.
Pretty great Pretty good cut there.
Kayla Walsh not getting cheated. Walsh, one of the youngins for Caravel, she grounds off the glove of the second baseman into right field. Brops runs home. Nice play. And I didn't see the umpire, but I believe she is safe.
What a gun now.
But
that was
a nice throw there from Kylie Sayeni. Sayeni comes up throwing. That ball glanced off the glove of Courtney Palantonio. So Sayeni did a good job of reading the deflection and then firing home. Unfortunately for her, the throw was just a tad late, and it's an RBI single for Michaela Walsh. 7-2.
That was a good changeup. But a good piece of hitting.
We mentioned Walsh being one of the young ones. She's a freshman.
Yeah.
She did play last year for the varsity. I remember seeing her play.
Good piece of hitting there, because she got a changeup, and she was behind it, but she hit, puts it in play and gets an RBI.
A nice diving attempt by Courtney Palantonio. Just couldn't get there. There's a inside out played by the shortstop, Rachel Crane, and she manages to shovel it to second for the force out of second base.
Took it herself.
She reached out and grabbed it. Okay, she did. That's why I'm going to use Nick as my excuse.
She have you blocked on that play.
Yeah, she.
That's a fielder's choice. That I know. Ha!
Yeah, FC, baby.
I couldn't see if she tossed the ball or just kind of leaned over and tagged second.
She had a good diving. She was trying to dive to catch it.
It looked like she was crawling towards second base.
Crawled and touched second just in time.
Rachel Crane is her name. Rachel Crane, nice play by her. It was an inside-out swing. That ball kind of hit the ground and kind of spun a little funny. Yeah, it looked like one of my lob wedges. And that's the second out of the inning, and the batter is Mackenzie Brown, the right fielder, who spent most of her night right in front of us. Brown got on a fielder's choice, and she grounded out. She's 0 for 2 with a run scored. That pitch is low, 2-0. Edwards delivers, and that's 3-0. I know they'd like to get this out with Bree Bryant and the top of that lineup waiting on deck. That's ball 4, so 2 runners on and 2 outs. For the aforementioned Bree Bryant, she is 1 for 3 and has scored a run. And you see the third baseman McGinnis, Mady McGinnis, come in where she's played all night on Bryant and a few other hitters. Changeup is high, ball 1. That one's inside, and it's 2-1. And another ball. So where we started last weekend, where? It was at Frawley Stadium, right? It was 70-something degrees out, you and Pat?
Yeah.
Hanging out watching St. E's and Archford baseball. There's a strike, it's 3-1, and we made our way down to Frederica last night.
Well, we were there too last Friday for girls lacrosse, and then back there last night for boys lacrosse. So
that's a pop-up off the bat of Bryan. It's heading out to left field. Mendick comes in and does not control it. That ball falls, throw to third, gets by the third baseman. Nobody will advance, though, so it's going to be E7. A run scores. So Bryant ends up at second base. Runners at second and third. Coming around to score in that play was Brooke Holdsworth, making it 8-2.
Yeah, nice sliding try. But like you said, just popped out of her glove and
so Diamede, the batter, she takes ball 1, second and third, 2 outs. It's 8-2 Caravel. We're in the 5th. We have to ask Nick Halliday what his walk-up song would be.
I think
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
I had the wild thing coming out of bullpen.
There's a pop-up down the third base side, and I believe that was the shortstop, Rachel Crane, who went and got it, and that's going to be the third out of the inning. But Caravel adds 2. They lead 8-2. We're headed to the 6th inning. You're watching 302 Sports. Here we are back at Caravel. You just saw that 302 Sports promo. Jason, you're featured prominently in that promo.
Yeah, the game here. Where Caravel hit a bomb home run.
And that ball's still going.
Yeah.
It landed, I think, on the infield of this practice field behind us, the little kids' field. That was a shot. Savannah Sheets opens the 6th inning here. Just pitch well. Here's a line drive to deep left center field. And speaking of home runs, off the top of the fence. And it's going to be a long single for Rachel Crane. Well, I thought we had a home run there for a second, but that hit about 6 inches under the white tape at the top of the fence. Crane got around on that one, and she's standing at a long single.
I think he's a 200-foot single. Actually, it might be longer because it's 210 down the lines.
So that brings Mady McGinnis to the plate. She swings and sends it into center field. This one a little shorter, but nice play by Paoli to get a chance at first. Oh, it hits the runner, and she's a little sore. She got hit in the arm, in the left arm with the throwback from Paoli. But what a play by Nat Paoli to get out there and make that play.
Yes.
And she would have had Crane.
Dive and catch.
But she hit Rachel Crane on the way back to third. The batter, by the way, was Kylie Sieni. I'm sorry, it was McGinnis, rather. Sieni is the batter now. 1 out and 1 on. Looks like Crane is okay. She will stay out there. She's a softball player. But Paoli's throw would have beaten Crane back to the bag. It would have been a heck of a double play. As it is, it's a heck of an out. That was a great play.
Looks like a pitching change for Caravel.
So Sheets, after 5 1/3, is going to get the rest of the night off. Savannah Sheets did a pretty good job. Not a lot of strikeouts tonight, but she did a fantastic job keeping Red Lion to just 2 runs. She had 4 strikeouts, 2 in the first and 2 in the fourth. A lot of pop-ups and fly balls tonight off the bats of the Lions. And we'll see who the relief pitcher looks like. Carly Maxton, number 27, appears to be the relief pitcher. Maxton, an 8th grader.
Smyrna with
another 8th grader pitching here for Caravel.
Speaking of our top-ranked softball team, Smyrna picks up a 7-0 win over Cape Henlopen to start the year 6-0 for the defending champs, Smyrna.
Huh?
So they aren't missing a beat.
Yeah.
So Sheets, the senior, gives way to Maxton, the 8th grader.
Cape 6-0?
Smyrna is 6-0.
Girls softball.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1 team
Yeah, they're good.
in the state. Caravel comes in at number 2. Appoquinimink, like you said, they won earlier. They're the number 3 ranked team.
Yeah, but William Penn gave them a heck of a game today, 4-0.
And number 4 is DMA.
Have not seen them yet.
I know. I want to see that.
And number 5, Mount Pleasant off to a good start. If you haven't seen Tegan Bradley pitch yet, go and watch her. First couple games, over 10 strikeouts.
Of course, I was going to go watch a little DMA tomorrow, but now with the weather, you don't think so. They're scheduled to play Archer tomorrow at Midway Softball Complex. Strike 1, by the way, Maxton throwing the ball to Kylie Sieni. That one is low. She's bringing it. Just in the 8th grade.
8th grader pitcher?
An 8th grade pitching.
Yeah, wow. So, like you said, Sheets is the senior, but...
Yeah, I don't think Caravel's too worried right now. It looks like they got a pitcher to develop right behind her. He's not worried about next year just yet.
Not when you're ranked 2nd in the state.
That is a ball. It's 3-1 on Kylie Sieni. So we've seen some defense tonight. A near home run from Crane.
A triple.
A triple. Swing and a miss. It's a full count to Sieni. She is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
Struck out. He's leaving. 3-2. Full count.
I'm glad it's not just me who loses track of the count once in a while. Even the batter. That was fouled out of play. Count remains full. You just look at the Caravel dugouts like they have 8 reserves in there.
Yeah.
They just interest in softball is huge down here. Ground ball to shortstop. Paoli fires across the diamond. What a play by Nat Paoli. She's made 2 great plays in this inning.
That could be a 302 Sports top 10 play. That was incredible. She goes in the 5-6 hole and rifles the ball after making the backhand stab, and 2 outs, Mike.
2 outs, and the batter is one Morgan Mendick. She has a double tonight. She's 1 for 2 with a run scored for the Lions and takes strike 1. Sixth inning action here at Caravel. Thanks for joining us. Wow, she's bringing the heat there. Strike 2. We're going to need a high-def camera to slow this pitching down. Like the slow-mo guys. So it's 0-2 on Mendick, and she's getting a visit from Maddie Barris.
Be smart here.
Runner on second, that is Rachel Crane.
Yeah.
Crane is out there at second. She led off the inning with a single. Takes a ball, and that was close.
Yeah, that's a good eye by Mendick.
That one's in the dirt. 2-2 to Morgan Mendick. And she is called out on a 3rd strike, and that's going to do it in the 6th. So Maxton comes in and shuts the door after 5.5. 8-2 Caravel. We're back with the bottom of the 6th. Right after this, you're watching 302 Sports.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your
No
home.
matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life.
All right, we're back. Caravel Academy, bottom of the 6th coming up. The hitters due up for the Bucks. Nat Paoli, Matty Barris, Courtney Props, as they are batting for the. So for Barris and Props, it'll be for all three of them, their 4th time around batting in 6 innings. So Caravel's putting some runners on base tonight. They scored 8 runs. It seems like it's been a little closer game than 8-2. Because Red Lion has had some players on base. That pitch is high from Edwards, and it's a 2-0 count. But Caravel has shut the door when they needed to keep the runners off for Red Lion. Paoli's been on base all 3 times she's been up. There's a swing and miss 2 and 1. She's singled 3 times, has scored 2 runs. And she made 2 fine defensive plays in the top of this inning. And there's a called strike. Counts even at 2.
Yeah, great change up there. Evens the count, like you said, at 2.
So the pitchers right now, a pair of 8th graders. That one's ripped to the shortstop, Crane, and she gets Barris at first base. I'm sorry, Nat Paoli at first base, 1 down. Nice play by Rachel Crane.
Yeah, very nice play. That was hit sharply to her. She stayed down on it, makes the play, and rifles over to first base.
This is Maddie Barris now batting, and she's been on base twice, a double and a triple.
The triple was a big blow, a bases cleared triple that gave Caravel a 6-2 lead at the time.
And the changeup is high. Oh, ball 1.
That looked like a Bugs Bunny pitch. That's good to have as a pitcher. I mean, you can keep them off balance.
Here's a grounder. This one's past Crane in the left field, and it's a single for Barris.
So she's
a home run short of the cycle. And Barris gets to go take a seat.
Courtesy run from catcher.
Bringing a runner.
Should be the same one that ran for her.
Danielle DeBenedictis
earlier.
Your courtesy runner. With 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th, the batter, Courtney Brobst. She's 1 for 3 with a double. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Phew! You want to get into second base before Peyton Pusey picks up that ball. That's first and second with.
I don't know.
You can hear that ball hit the leather from here.
I don't know if you heard one of the coaches. He said, "Hold." They are not going to test that arm.
So Rachel Crane, shortstop, caught that ball, and you can hear it smack the leather all over the place.
Yeah, that girl, she has an absolute cannon. She's a little chillier.
So the batter is Gia Iannone, the first baseman, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. One out here in the 6th for the Bucks, as we're all starting to shiver out here now. Swing and miss, big swing there by Iannone. This one's fouled off. I don't know if it did reach the baseball field.
Got it.
Edwards in her second inning of relief of Caroline Palantonio. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's high. 1-2. Good waste pitch.
Phillies are playing tonight too, right?
They are off today.
They are off.
So we're looking at the... Gotta watch where you step right here. There's wires everywhere. Hey, but whatever we gotta do to bring you the sports that matter. That pitch was at ball. It's 2-2. Here's a hitter. So that's gonna load the bases with one out.
And it brings up the potential game-ending batter here.
Michaela Walsh, who has doubled and reached.
Remember,
on it. She singled and doubled.
In the 6th inning, if they get all 4 of these runs, they would hit the run rule.
So bases are loaded with one out. The batter, left fielder Michaela Walsh, 2 for 3 with a run scored and a run batted in. And as Jason mentioned, if she hits one like Roy Hobbs here, we're going home. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool if she hit one of the lights and, all the lights started flipping out. Nope, she's just going to line it to shortstop Crane. Makes a great catch. Immediately goes to third base. Yeah. But the pinch, the courtesy runner, D. Benedictus, slides back in. So that's going to be out number 2. Nice play there by Rachel Crane. She did hit that hard. That's out number 2. So the designated player, Brooke Holtzworth, comes up. She is 0 for 3. Has scored a run. She reached on the fielder's choice in the 5th inning. And scored an unearned run. She takes a strike. 0-1. Here is pitch number 2 high. 1-1. So if we do go to the 7th inning, it's going to be the top of the order for Red Lion. That pitch is low. 2-1. That would be Peyton Puzzi, Morgan Liskey, and Liv Marinucci against Maxton. Carly Maxton.
Walker, 3-1.
3-1, yeah, good hitters count here. No place to put her. She can look at one spot and see if that's where it is and possibly drive it.
Takes a mighty hack, fouls it off. It's a full count. And one of the things I like about watching the 8th graders and the freshmen is getting to know these names that you're going to be hearing over and over again. And a couple of years from now, you're not going to be able to remember when you didn't know who these kids were. And there's ball 4. It's going to be a walk and an RBI for Brooke Holdsworth. 9-2 is the score.
Hey.
It's like when he was a freshman and you say, Dante DiVincenzo. Never heard of this kid.
No. Now he's playing against the Sixers.
And they're playing the Sixers tonight. 1-0 pitch. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike, 2-1 on Mackenzie Brown, the right fielder. Brown is 0 for 2. She's reached base on a walk and on a fielder's choice and has scored a run tonight, and that's a foul ball. Evens the count at 2-2. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Caravel up 7. It's 9-2. Bree Bryant waits on deck. And that's ball 3, another full count. Swing and fisted down the left field line. It rolls out of play.
We'll have another 3-2 pitch.
I believe Caravel Baseball is supposed to play Saturday night here against Episcopal. Game is probably in jeopardy. And there's ball 4. Another run walks home. It's 10-2. So you just want to get... If I'm the catcher, I might go out and just maybe settle her down a little bit.
Like you said, an 8th grader. I think the coach is on the come.
Here comes
Wouldn't surprise me if we see a pitching change.
Coach Edwards.
And we are.
And Angelina Edwards is going to depart, and we'll see who's next in the circle. Number 13, Caroline Palantonio. I believe she started the game pitching. Moved to first base and now is back. So we'll see who comes out to play.
I would assume
first baseman might be Regan Mendick, comes back out. And she is back on the field, number 23, Regan Mendick. So we're back to the original lineup. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Hello, anybody?
Yep.
Yeah, it is Friday, yeah.
Yep, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Like we said.
All day.
All day. It means took my trash down to the curb, so we're good.
Mine's on Wednesdays.
So the score is 10-2. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Caroline Palantonio back pitching, and she gets to face Bree Bryant, who's 1 for 4 with a run scored. She reached on an error in the last inning.
Looks like it's pitch hitter. Unless Bryant's a switch hitter.
Unless Bryant all of a sudden bats right-handed, swing and a miss. Can't see the number from here. 24. 24 is Layla Rock. Strike 2, and it's an 0-2 count. So Bree Bryant done for the evening. On base twice, scored a run. 0-2. Here's Palantonio's pitch, fouled out of play, and somebody's juggling over there. I thought they caught it. That ball's into the baseball field.
What surprised me, that was down in the infield area. That was hit up pretty good.
Count remains 0-2. Courtney Palantonio gets the strikeout, and that's going to do it for the 6th inning. We head to the 7th. Caravel leads 10-2. We're back with the 7th right after this. You're watching 302 Sports.
Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Stage. We are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
All right, so we're back at Caravel. Red Lion down to their final 3 outs. They're going to need 8 runs to keep this one going. They trail 10-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. The Lions had caused some havoc early in the game, but Sheets and Maxton really settled down. Only allowed 1 base runner in each of the last 3 innings. Each of the last 4 innings, actually, since the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Only 1 runner per inning. No clean sheets here for the Bucks, but they've done just enough to keep Red Lion at bay. So this is Peyton Pusey, the center fielder. And she lines a shot in the left field. And she's on with a single. She does everything fast and hard. Sends a rocket in the left field, and that's going to be a single off of Carly Maxton with nobody out. That is her 2nd hit of the game. She's 2 for 4. Drove in both of the Red Lion runs with her 1st hit. So that'll bring up Morgan Liskey. She's 0 for 3 tonight. Ball 1 on Liskey. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Strike called. I think that was framed well.
Yeah, good job by, like you said, Beards.
That ball's fouled out of play. And so we have a second. Thank everybody for tuning in tonight, for your continued support of 302 Sports. And remember, we have some great sponsors. Go out and take advantage of them. Tell them you saw their ad on this live stream or our weekly show or on the website. And keep watching, everybody. All right, Maxton, 1-2 ahead of Liskey. And gets a strikeout. Throw down to first. Pusey gets back. And that's 1 out on the K. 2nd strikeout for Carly Maxton. That'll bring Liv Marinucci to the plate. Marinucci singled in the 1st, and she was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. And takes that one for a ball 1-0. There's a strike called. It's 1-1. I like what I've seen from this Carly Maxton. This girl can throw.
Yeah, she can.
Obviously, Caravel can hit, and they've got the total package. They're going to be a team to really contend with this year. And obviously, they're the 2nd-ranked team. There's a pitch in the dirt, and Pusey's going to take 2nd. So Caravel, should they hang on, Jason will move to 4-0 this year.
And they're in New Jersey this scheduled for Saturday. 3 games up in Jersey for a tournament.
Red Lion currently 1-1. And you mentioned they are scheduled to take on Paddle Saturday morning for their next 5 at home for the Lions, and a trip to Middletown in the middle there. There's a fly ball deep right center field. 1 hops the fence. Pusey's going to round 3rd. She'll score. Marinucci stops at 2nd with a double. An RBI for Liv Marinucci, and it's 10-3.
Yeah, good piece of hitting, man. Marinucci, like you said, hits that one into the gap, into the wall, and they get a run.
First run since the 2nd inning for the Lions. Courtney Palantonio will be the batter Yeah, not sure what's going to happen with Caravel. They have 2 games scheduled on Saturday and 1 on Sunday at the Leadoff Classic in New Jersey. The next game in Delaware is against St. George's on April 16th, so it's going to be you're going to have some time off either way. One 0 is the count on your batter, Courtney Palantonio. Caroline Palantonio on deck. Fouled off, headed toward the baseball field, and I think it got there. 1-1 is the count. Right down the middle. Strike 2. Here is the 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2. Palantonio walked in the first inning and has popped up twice tonight to Natalie Paoli. So I'm sure she would love to add a hit to her box score, her line score. Grounds it down the third baseline, foul. Count remains 2-2. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Timeout called. Oh, they're just fooling with us. Nick's got the hood on now. He's got the hands in the pockets.
Oh, yeah, I got the hands in my pocket too.
Fly ball, short left field. Paoli can't hang on to this one. It's going to be a single. Palantonio goes to second base as they threw the ball to third. Marinucci advances to third base. We're going to get Courtney Palantonio that hit we talked about. That was a very tough play for Paoli.
She had to go over her shoulder.
She made a couple of those tonight. She didn't have to run that far on them, though. That was a tough one. So that's definitely a hit. So second and third with 1 out here in the 7th.
The red line's not going away.
No, they're not. They want us to be out here all night in the cold. Fouled off. That will definitely reach the baseball field.
Where's the question at?
That's coming. It's I'm going to stink at this one. So this is Caroline Palantonio. She is 1 for 3 tonight. Maxton's pitch, grounded to third base, into left field. It's a fair ball. 1 run scores. Palantonio is going to stop at third, and it's 10-4. RBI single for Caroline Palantonio. Courtney Palantonio stops at third base.
And just like that, red line not going away. He's coming here in the 7th inning and put together some timely hits.
She grounded that one right through the hole, and coach is out to talk to Maxton just to settle her down.
And we coach is talking to the red line coach is talking to the umpire, so we're gonna have a courtesy runner or a pitch runner.
Rachel Crane, the shortstop's going to come up to bat. She's 1 for 3. She's singled in the 6th inning.
And then, with the 6-run lead, he said just want third strikes.
Yeah, you just get them over there and let your defense play. You're still up 6 runs. If you're red line, this is good to see your players getting hits. Not giving up. All right, everybody's back in the dugouts, and here we go. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Nobody advances, though.
And we got that pitch runner at first base.
So it's a 1-0 count. That one definitely, that's off the catcher's face mask. Rolls all the way to the Caravel dugout. Coming in to score is Courtney Palantonio. Going to second is Caroline Palantonio, the pitch runner, sorry, the courtesy runner. And that's going to be ball 2. It's 10-5.
24.
Number 24, Renee Crane. Counts 2-0. Swing grounded to first base. Iannone gets it, steps on the bag for out number 2. And Mady McGinnis coming up, the last batter for, no, the last, there's 2 outs.
She hit one off the fence last time, didn't she?
In the 4th inning, she doubled. She is 1 for 3.
88.
They have an 88 and a 99 on the roster. Hey, if she can play like that, she can wear whatever number she wants. That one's low. It's 1-0. There's some good talent here on this Red Lion team. Of course, there's talent on the Caravel team.
Yeah.
And we've talked about. We see a lot more of Caravel.
And these teams, too, are good offensive teams.
That ball's outside. It's 2-0. So the runner at third base advanced on the ground out. There's a swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike on McGinnis. Here's the pitch. Strike called, 2-2.
Down to the final strike.
If we get there, Kylie Ciani on deck. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 3, it's a full count. Swing and a miss, and that is going to do a Caravel with a 10-5 win over Red Lion. Jason saw some good hitting tonight and some good defense for some early season softball.
Yeah, well, it was a good game, like you said, but the offenses proved tonight that these two teams have very good offenses, and like you said, some great plays by the defenses, and Caravel gets the 10-5 win.
Caravel remains undefeated at 4-0. Red Lion falls to 1-2. That's going to about wrap it up from Caravel Academy. For Jason Winchell, Nick Howdy, Big Ed. My name is Mike Lang. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. Keep your eye on our website, and we'll tell you where we'll be next. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching 302 Sports.